Well, it's 6 o'clock. Oh my goodness, how exciting. We've got a brand new one-day special and I'm so excited to be here because it's such a long time since I've worked alongside John and he has brought something absolutely incredible as a one-day special. So the details are already there. I know lots of you getting involved already. John, Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
And Happy Christmas and everything because it seems like ages since I've seen you.
It is. It's at least 5 minutes because we've had an hour gossiping in the green room.
That's true.
With masks on, stood like at different doors. It's been no, it's so nice to see you and to be back. I feel like I've been gone for so long.
You have, but you earned a break, so that's not a problem at all. Now, obviously, 6 o'clock is an hour when we launch our one-day special. Need to tell you as well, we've got happy hour for this hour, so do jump ahead and have a look at that, although I will show you it as we get to it. But we are talking about the most incredible Mica Magic Pallets. Oh, my word, look at these colours. Got 30 colours in total, coming to you across 2 fabulous cases, as you can see here, with a saving, but these are incredible. Now, we have got another bundle to share with you, so we will mention that we have got these available with the daubers, because John has explained to me you need new daubers to work with these. Fresh set of daubers, so the details are changing on your screen because this is a different deal that we've got for you. It includes the one-day special with the saving that you would normally get, but it also includes your case of 40 daubers, which you will need. So it makes sense to go for the bumper bundle rather than going for the Mica Magic and then going off and getting your daubers. But what a phenomenal deal. I mean, tell me about these.
It is. Mica Magic is amazing. This has been in development, these 2 colour ranges, for nearly a year.
Oh, wow, okay.
So it's nearly a year that Sam and I sat at home and did this.
Oh,
which I think is always nice. If I put them on the overhead, you might be able to see a little bit better. We sat there and put these on. These are what we did.
So is this the kind of the selection of colours you wanted?
This is a selection of colours from what was it, about 200? Sorry, Sam is helping me to the side today.
We have a glamorous assistant for this hour.
I have a glamorous assistant to help with one of the demos in a little while, so he's over there. We sat down and did all of these colours, and we chose them because people said, why haven't you got a spring set and where is the winter set? You've done autumn and summer as big sets. We did basic brights and we did metallics, and they all totally sold out.
Right.
And this seems to be what always happens with Mica Magic.
Right.
We said we will do 2 more final sets to plug any gaps. So these were the colours we selected from the 200. So these are the colours of the things, of the Mica Magic.
Look gorgeous.
And they are absolutely beautiful. I love these. But to explain Mica Magic, if you don't know what it is, and this to me, it's like having an ink, a gilding wax, a liquid metal. It's having something that works with paper, cardboard, concrete.
Wow.
It will work with resin, clay, paper clay.
Oh my goodness.
And basically this is compressed pigment along with mica in a binder. And the one slight change we've made is there's a slightly stronger binder in it so that now it will work with your resin.
Oh my word.
So lots of people have been asking for a long time, how did I colour this black resin piece from Zuri? And it's all done with the Mica Magic. It's been made out of
metal now.
It's crazy, and this is the fab thing. I'm nicking samples now, but if you can see here on the overhead, this is an embossing folder. Could you do that with ink?
No.
Could you get that shine? Could you get those different colours?
No.
Could you get, what happens if you put yellow on top of blue?
Yeah.
You get green?
Yeah, that's
Not
true.
with Mica Magic, you get yellow.
Wow.
You can layer it on. There is so much you can do with this. It's absolutely crazy. But I think you've got the boards with all the colours, haven't you?
I have. Now, these are incredible. This gives you just a little insight. We're scratching the surface here because you know how adaptable Mica Magic can be. You've worked with it previously. You know it's a brilliant medium to work with. But this time, you have got the most incredible colours and the amazing range that you can work with these. So what we've got here, we've got a series of tags with these, and we've got these fabulous flowers.
We have, right. So the tags are just embossed, and it's each colour on black and white. But the fabulous flowers have been made by Sam.
Okay.
And these have been something that you can do with the Mica Magic that I don't believe you can do with anything else.
Right.
These have been put directly into silicone moulds. And then they have had resin poured on top.
Oh, okay, right.
But the Mica Magic stays where it's put.
So it doesn't mix in with the resin?
It doesn't mix in with the resin, it doesn't float in, it doesn't do any of that.
So it's not something that you're having to add afterwards?
Not at all. If I can pass you that, that's one piece. So that's the yellow.
Right, oh, that's beautiful.
So we look at the yellow, okay?
Yeah.
If we turn that over, that's the colour of the resin.
Oh my my goodness, so it's not gone, oh, you can see there, that has stayed true as it was.
That has stayed exactly where it's put, exactly where it's placed.
Incredible.
And I don't know another way to get that intensity of colour or for it to stay exactly where it's placed.
I'm going to have to put that down because I don't want to drop the boards. Okay, so all those gorgeous colours there and the mixture, obviously you get different results dependent on what you're working on. So whether you're working on your white resin, if you're working on your clear resin, if you're working white cardstock, black cardstock, but what an incredible result that you're getting with these. Now we've got 2 different palettes. So this one is your first of your palettes with the gorgeous pinks. Love these rich purples that we've got in here. Now normally be paying, how much for each one? $14.99 for each. That's what you normally be paying for a palette. But with your one-day special, obviously you've got that amazing deal and the ability to get hold of the brand new colours. Oh my word, that red.
It's just beautiful, isn't it?
Oh gosh,
we haven't done that sort of copper red. All of the colours are new, even the golds and silvers are new gold and silvers than we've done before.
Right.
So you've got more of a true platinum there. You've got like a platinum, you've got a titanium, and you've got a true silver, but you've got the green gold. But how often do you know green that works on black?
Yes, that's true.
Or that sort of coral copper in there that works on it. But look how different that green is there. So you've got 3 greens in this set, 3 silvers, 3 coppers, 3 golds, 3 reds. So you can see why we called this a sort of winter jewel, or really, to me, it's our Christmas set, but we don't say Christmas in January.
Not yet, no.
So, but again, intense that red colour is. Straight on, no binder, nothing needed, no inks, nothing. Straight onto card.
Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. So you can see this is going to be versatile. Obviously we're going to have lots of demonstrations with John. We're going to get onto those in just a few moments. But first thing is we need to establish the deal. So your one-day special is £26.98. Now I've already mentioned you'd normally be paying £14.99, but not with the one-day special. It's bringing it down to £13.49. So you can see you've got that saving, that £3 saving. Brilliant saving, I know. But the bundle. So that £3 saving is going to come with us. We're going to go over to the larger bundle. This time the saving on your screen is £4.50, but you've got the additional £4.30. So overall, you're saving half the cost of one of those pallets, aren't you? Yeah.
Basically, we're just throwing half a pallet in.
Yeah. Now, if you were to go off shopping for those doorbells, you'd normally pay £19.99 for those. So let's take that off the £42.47. Actually works out that you'll be paying £11.24 per pallet. Don't forget, originally we were talking $14.99, worth every single penny of that and some. But when you consider everything that you're getting with the bundle, with the saving and of course the doorbells, phenomenal value for money. But already nearly a quarter of the stock has gone.
Right.
Okay. What time is it? Nearly 10 past.
Right, okay.
Okay, right, all right then. We're fine, we're calm. Everything's okay. So, yeah, loads and loads. Obviously, we've got lots to share with you. Don't forget, we've got that happy hour deal as well. Just very quickly, let me mention that one. If you're wanting that happy hour deal, gorgeous butterflies. This is beautiful. Now, with this one, you've got the combination of your die and your stamp. Of course, they work together beautifully. This is brilliant. That is absolutely a brilliant price there. £12 saving for this hour and this hour only. This is something that is incredibly useful, very usable, and not only just in your kind of regular crafting, but if I bring this in, this is working with those Mica Magics and that fabulous stamp set and that wonderful die there, which partially cuts through, as you can see. John, that's a wonderful result.
It really is, and this is something, again, you can't achieve with normal mica. With normal mica powder, and I've got tons of it. I'm not going to lie, I've got absolute tons of it. It got a bit of a use when Sam started doing his resin, and now it's stopped completely because he's using the Mica Magic. But what you have to do with normal mica is you have to dust it over gently with a brush over embossing ink.
You're frightened of moving anything.
I've gone over this with a dauber and I'll be showing you this hour.
Wow.
Once it's dry, what happens is wherever there is the ink, it gets a darker sheen, and you can put colours on top of colours.
Beautiful.
But you would never ever use 5 different colours of mica on one stamp, because you know all the mica that comes off is ruined.
Yeah.
You can't reuse it.
No control. So again, make sure you're getting hold of that happy hour deal. It's only £9.99, brilliant value for money. Pop that one into your basket as well. But we've got some beautiful embossing folders, and these are absolutely gorgeous. They are beautiful. So lots of you found them already. You've been jumping onto the website to get hold of those. There's so many finished samples here. I don't know where to put anything. So these embossing folders. Now we've got a trio with these, John, and they're $19.99. Absolutely gorgeous.
These are. I'm gonna say this. These are the embossing folders that I've chosen.
Okay.
That I love for 2022.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And what you'll see is, obviously, in the last 2-3 months, I've been making a lot of packaging shots of my new ranges for next year.
Okay.
So you'll see these popping up on these
when you
sample
say next year, you mean 2022?
2022,
yeah,
no.
yeah.
I'm just, sorry, I'm in Christmas
Don't
at the
write
moment
this year
at
off
home.
just yet for me.
No. So you'll see these popping up on all the packaging shots of what I've been using for my releases, because this is sort of like my pick.
Right.
If that makes sense. I love these. The time one, I've got a thing about clocks.
Yeah.
We have so many clocks in our house, it's crazy. But the clocks, the cogs and the writing to me are just ones I've not got. But all of the colour in here is Mica Magic.
Wow.
All of the colouring on this
variants.
is Mica Magic.
This is the sort of effect that you'd expect with a gilding wax. You'd go in with the little pots, wouldn't you?
You would.
Add it
and how much is a pot of gilding wax?
Yeah, yes,
how
exactly.
How much are 30 pots of gilding wax?
That's a good point, yeah.
How long would it take you? There are 6 colours on each of these folders. How long would it take you to open up 6 pots of gilding wax?
And the precision.
And then to put that on in that sort of colour with different layers on it. I mean, I'll show you again of these. But they just work so much easier. So you're probably looking at 30 colours.
Well, can we do it nice and easy, £10? £10 is a fair price, I think, for a gilding wax. Yeah, that's nice and easy. So straight away, 10 times 30, 300.
Yeah. There you go.
That's right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that seems such a lot of money. I thought I'd done the maths wrong, but I haven't.
No.
It is, isn't it?
That's what's so crazy. And then all of these folders are done with it. But again, I'll be showing you, this is a brilliant technique. This is with the Kaleido.
Wow.
So I will be showing you this tomorrow of how I do that foiled embossing folder technique.
Absolutely gorgeous.
But what works so well is on the next one, this is Mica Magic and then foiled over the top.
Oh my goodness, it gets better and better.
So you're going to be able to use it with your Kaleido and actually get all that beautiful foiling on top of something. You can't foil on top of gilding wax.
Well, you know, because you've got to have the right surface.
Yeah, you can't stamp on top of gilding wax. Mica Magic, you can stamp on top of because it's self-sealing.
Wow. Oh my goodness, this is a game changer. Now these are beautiful embossing folders, but nearly 20% of the stock has gone. Don't forget adding this in alongside your fabulous one-day special bundle. I'm going to call it the bundle because most of you are going for the complete bundle where you're getting the daubers as well. You can spread the cost of this as well. Spread it over 2 payments of £10 each. Please do not forget about your happy hour. Sorry, the one-day special bundle isn't on happy hour, but by the time you're adding all of these bits in, I think if you go for the bundle alongside these, does it take us through £60? There or thereabouts. Certainly if you're adding in the happy hour deal at a tenner, and then you can spread the cost over 2 payments. So the embossing folders and the dauber bundle together does take you through that £60 threshold. So anything else you can spread over 2 payments, including things like the happy hour, which is flying out if you excuse the pun as well. But the dauber bundle, a third of that stock has gone. I better get a jog on, hadn't I? So we've got those fabulous embossing folders at $19.99, but we've got even more. Now these are beautiful. We've got 3D, so the depth of these is incredible. But it's the shape of these I love.
The depth is beautiful. This DL shape is just stunning. So you've got 2 in the DL. Now, one is called poinsettia, but we had this argument in the office and I said, that's not a poinsettia. It's not Christmassy to me.
No.
In the slightest.
No.
I think that's a flower for all year round. The star frame is just perfect for putting your sentiments on, for stamping. It's an absolutely beautiful, you know, absolutely beautiful.
Springtime, isn't it?
Springtime, but this is what I love, and I'm going to keep going on about the Mica Magic because to me it's a hero product.
Yes, yeah.
Something I absolutely love. That is exactly the same colours on white and black on that
Really?
floral
On
embossing
those 2?
folder. Yeah.
Wow.
So how many times do you know light pink showing on black?
Yeah, yeah.
It doesn't. Even in gilding wax sometimes it doesn't. But to me, that isn't poinsettia in the slightest.
It's just a beautiful flower, isn't it? Whatever you want it to be.
And that star frame.
I love that
How many DL stamps have you got? How many sentiments have you got?
That is something that's going to be brilliant if you're doing your landscape cards as well as your portrait cards.
Yeah, exactly. You got that DL, that dimension long. But can you imagine what you can put in there with your decoupage, with your stamps?
Yeah, beautiful area.
So much can go into that.
And you've kind of got a square there as well. So if you've got your small squares either side, a larger square in the middle, that's going to be a really useful one to have.
You could die cut out of that a square, a circle or an oval in the middle and make a beautiful aperture. But then you get the 2 sort of A6 ones, which are on the back of your board. If you turn it over, There we go.
Oh my word, you're getting these as well?
I'm trying to be economical. The boards cost me a fortune. I'm trying to be economical. Sorry, Hayley.
I'm holding it, I didn't even notice them there.
This is called flowers, but to me it's like a starburst.
It's beautiful.
But again, look at the red on top of the gold.
Yes.
Again, you can't do that, be so precise with gilding wax. And then you've got the beautiful, this bird on a branch.
Oh, that's so cute.
But that's on black.
Yeah.
You go down on white, and again, you see how well that Mica Magic works. But would you ever buy a light blue gilding wax?
I don't think I've ever seen
price,
one.
Let's say the £5-ish.
Well, you don't mind spending, we were talking about £10 for the gilding wax and gilding polishes. You don't mind spending that, maybe your gold, your silver, your bronze, your copper, because you know you're going to use them. You certainly wouldn't do it on something like blue or pink.
I wouldn't do a pale blue.
Yeah.
And it just works so well on these folders. And the star one just looks so nice on white. But again, if you see the white folder on that, sorry to...
no, that's OK, I'm just getting...
To mess it around a little bit. That's exactly the same colours as is on the black one.
Really?
Yep.
My goodness, they look poles apart.
Yeah, and that's how different it is. But what a beautiful folder is, and of course that's a repeatable pattern.
Yeah.
So that can be made any big you want to.
My goodness, nearly 20% of the stock has gone of those. They're absolutely brilliant to use in a variety of ways. That's just touching on the Mica Magic with them, but I've got a couple of wonderful finished samples to share with you here, showing them this is a gorgeous effect. How's that been done, do we know?
That is with the Kaleido. That's foiling and embossing folder, which I will show you tomorrow.
And the mould here, has that got the Mica Magic on?
That is done with the quick dry resin.
OK.
And that is Mica Magic. That's actually a white piece.
White?
That's white.
Wow.
Is that white, Sam? He's nodding at me.
He's nodding.
Because he made all of the resin
pieces
for me. I'm not even going to lie.
We can't pay him enough money to speak,
no.
So yeah. So just got a nod.
Yeah.
There we go, and there you go. Look again, more of that foiling going on there, as you can see. They're absolutely incredible. I love these. You're loving these as well. £24.98. Of course, if you're adding them all in and you're spreading that cost, it works out just an extra, where am I, £12.50? Absolute bargain for that first payment. Second payment's in a month's time. But don't forget, they've got that three-dimensional aspect, giving you that deeper kind of multi-layer effect when you're working with your embossing folders. It gives them a brilliant touch and makes a card almost instantly with them. Now, we've got more to share with you. We've got some fabulous square embossing folders. These are gorgeous as well. Now, you're going to get all three of these. Now, can I just question, we've got extended delivery on the screen. Is that because they sold out previously?
They have sold out previously,
right.
So we may have put some on extended, which is why it's still showing that. But they aren't extended, they're available now.
They're ready for immediate dispatch. I love these. Yeah, it's actually saying extended delivery for the 4th of January. So that's either nearly 12 months or we haven't reset the system. Now, John, can you talk around these just for a moment? I've got a bit of a tickle coming.
Yes, of course. I'm just grabbing some bits off Sammy. It's made for me. So what you've got here is these are 3 press cut embossing folders that we selected from them. And we brought them on because they're perfect on Mica Magic and because they've sold out. But can you imagine all that depth of that flower you're going to be able to do in a different colour? And again, I'm hoping to show in this hour how we actually get that beautiful look in that one. So they basically, again, that's your set of basics. I really think until Christmas, these 3 and the first 3 are the ones you're going to see me popping up lots.
Oh, OK, right.
But also mainly because I've used the flower on absolutely everything anyway
already. I love
already.
that, though. It's that kind of like a Remy McIntosh style of rose, isn't it, that one? Absolutely beautiful. So, yeah, if you wanted to get hold of these, the details are there on your screen. In fact, with these ones, you're going to get all 3 of these. We're going to pop the details back on the screen in a few moments, but you can see you kind of got the tessellation with regards to these ones, so you can build up the design with these as well. Absolutely beautiful designs, as you can see, with regards to these. You've got the fabulous little roses, which, of course, if you're using different techniques, getting your mica powders involved, your Mica Magic, should I say, dusting over the top of that design, you're going to get different results over and over again. Absolutely
That's
love
actually
them.
Mica Magic over glitter card.
Well, I was trying to figure it out. You know, when sometimes, and you can always tell when a presenter's trying to figure it out, because usually we'll hold a card like that, but then when we're trying to figure out, we're actually turning it to ourselves to try and figure out how it's been put together. Over the top of glitter card.
Over the top of our non-shed glitter card.
Wow.
The Mica Magic with the binder will stick to virtually anything.
Right.
The only thing it doesn't stick to is a glassy or smooth surface.
Because
but
it's
thanks to
non-porous.
Shelag, who's one of our angels, we have a way to do that now.
Ooh.
We have an actual way that you can actually put patterns onto glass and then Mica Magic it.
Right. Oh, I've got a feeling we need to see that one at some stage. So, for the time being, if you're wanting these, Brilliant value for money, £24.98 if you're wanting to take advantage of those. 109570. You've got a discount on there, as you can see, but take advantage of those while you have the opportunity. Now, stencils. This is another way for you to kind of create your designs, and we have got a beautiful arrangement here of different stencils. Now, with these, it's a pick and mix. So you're going to choose with regard to these, and this is the thing that I love about a pick and mix. You get to decide. So whether you're into things like your butterflies and your dragonflies, those might be the 2 of your 4 that you're going to choose. Have I read that right? £9.99 for 4?
Yep. We've had a massive clean-up in the warehouse. Over Christmas and New Year, Paul, Peter, Jane, Linda, Penny and Mark have been tidying and organising, which is why further on down the counter, you've got 2 items that sold out, that I promised had sold out.
Right.
And when we were doing it, we found basically a shelf we didn't know with the stencils on, and Peter said, let's put them on this show because we work with the Mica Magic and let people have a really good deal on them.
Oh, right, okay.
Because obviously when we find something, we want to share it with people.
Yeah.
No good at sitting in a warehouse.
Well, I hesitated with those because we're looking at new packaging with these, aren't we? This is kind of current packaging that we've seen.
These are all current new
Wow.
things. This is not old ones. This is not the old packaging. This is exactly the new ones. But obviously we need to clear space for the new year.
I'm so hesitant of giving you the details, but John's just told you there. That is correct. You're going to choose any 4 of these, £9.99. It works out at £2.50 there or thereabouts. Wow. What can I say?
I think that's about cost, actually. I'm
well,
sure I'm going to get into trouble for this at the end.
This is what I'm looking at.
That's what it's down at.
That's why I hesitate, because obviously I know those trade prices, and that's why I hesitate when I see prices like these. Now, these are showing you the different different stencils that have been kind of worked with. Obviously, there's loads of techniques, but it just gives you a little idea, because, of course, when you're looking at a stencil, you've got your positive and your negative. When we put that cardstock behind it, then obviously it shows you all the different apertures. All those featuring there, many of them we've seen before, but jump onto the website to check everything out. Now, with these, you've got all your choices. You are going to want to come back in and get more of these. So if you're wanting to, please take those item numbers and then obviously work your way through. You've got things like butterflies with these. You've got gorgeous designs with these, where you could be doing things like your tartan with these as well. The embossing folders, incidentally, actually I'm going to pop these down because I've got to tell you about these because we had a little bit of confusion with regards to these. So just to clarify, I thought it wasn't such a brilliant deal, I must admit, but we never know, and we've had it clarified now. So those embossing folders, the 4 square embossing folders I was showing you, you're now going to get all of those for a set of 3 for £14.97, 048053. So if you're placing your order for those, that is all now present and correct. 1 day special, of course, we are here, 6 o'clock, brand new launch, brand new colours, but nearly a third of the stock has gone. But please do consider going for the bumper bundle, because don't forget, you are getting an even bigger saving when you're going for the bundle. John will be explaining to you why you need a new box of doorbells, but taking those out of the equation, it works out that for each of those pallets, you'll be paying £11.24 per pallet, as opposed to £14.99. And of course, it's even cheaper than the 1 day special when you break it down that way. So 628333 if you wanted to take advantage of these. But over a third of the stock has gone. Now, it's taken us a while to get to you, John. I do apologise. We had so much to cover there. But coming to you now, tell us all about the Mica Magic. Let's see them in action.
Mica Magic, I'm going to go with the basic. I want to do the very first thing which I ever did with these, which is, let's face it, you've got an embossing folder. Okay, so you've got an embossing folder, you've embossed it, and how do we pick out the pattern? Well, the classic ways are we use gilding polish, gilding wax, or we use an ink. With any of those, if I wanted to use ink, then I've got to have a different... With each ink, I can't go over anything. I've got to do it. So let's say I want to do that flower. I have to do it with ink, and I have to leave the middle free.
Okay.
Because I can't, inks will mix.
Yes.
Yeah? If I wanted to do it with gilding wax, then again, I have to get out. To do this, I'm going to use the pastels. But I would have to get out now, I'd have to open 15 pots.
Yes,
15 pots, I'd have to pay for 15 pots of gilding wax.
Yeah, 150 quid, thank you very much.
So it wouldn't do the same. And I'm going to use a dauber. And again, you wouldn't use a dauber with gilding wax. You have to use your finger because you have to heat it up.
You do, yeah.
Or if you get the ones that don't heat up, that aren't technically wax, I've got some at home, they're so sloppy that we actually put them on with a paintbrush.
Yeah.
But you
Nightmare
can't do
to
that.
work with.
But what you can do with Mica Magic is, look, literally, I pick it up with my dauber and I colour over. I'm not even being careful. So let's have some pink flowers.
Beautiful.
And what it is, it's a high concentration of mica,
Okay.
a high concentration of pigment, and it's in a binder, and it's like a cream. So that's solid, but I put it on my finger, it feels like it's a cream. Look how it's actually gilded
it's not
my
like
finger.
a powder, is it? Sometimes when you go into palettes, you get like a powdering.
Yeah. No, it's a cream.
Oh, wow.
So let's go for 3 colours of flowers. Yeah, not difficult. Okay, so I want to change it now. I'm going to go blue now. I don't have to change my dauber.
Oh, okay, right.
If you watch, I'm going to go into the blue.
Yes.
Look,
And this
no
is a
pink in the
big
blue.
contrast, yeah.
No pink, look.
Oh, wow.
But look, that dauber still has pink. So we'll have a blue flower, we'll have
Now,
a
we're
blue
talking
flower
about
there.
that you need new daubers. So why do we need new
Right,
daubers?
what you need to do is, first of all, you need new daubers because it's a new year and they're pretty. And don't they look
true.
nice? The second reason is, if you use a dauber that is covered, that's already been used for ink,
Okay.
it will blow.
Right.
And what that means is, I don't think I've got one, but I will try it. Basically, these are my ink ones.
Yes.
Okay. But what happens is, if I use them with the mica, something happens and they blow and they go like mushrooms.
Oh,
So
right,
that bit pops
okay,
out
yes.
and it sort of expands out.
So it must be some sort of a
Some
reaction.
sort of chemical
yeah,
reaction.
Yeah.
But it's better to have them separate. And of course, these build up. So if you have one for each colour, it works even better, but you don't have to.
Okay.
But it's the best way to do it. So I've gone blue, but I am going to swap it now, and we'll go with, should we go with that nice lilac colour?
That's a pretty colour. I like that
Yeah.
one.
So
Works well
look-
with the blue. Oh, my goodness.
So look on there, okay? So let's have 3 colours. So that is literally 3 colours straight away. But
So can you layer the colours up? Can you put a lighter
Well,
colour on top of a darker?
don't flowers have yellow centres?
They do, yeah.
So I
yeah.
want to go with the yellow. And look,
Oh, wow.
look. So what happens when you put yellow on blue?
Green.
Green. No, yellow.
Oh, wow.
They don't mix. So I'm not only able to do that, but let's say, oh,
That's
no.
a beautiful card.
That sort of blue flower there, I'm not sure I want it in blue. Did I want it in purple? Oh, well, I better go back over with purple, hadn't I, and make it a purple colour.
Wow.
So I can change it. I've got green. So I can go round now and just, but look how careful I have to be.
I love it.
And that,
That is such an achievable card. And of course, the embossing folder we've got as well. But you'd be thrilled to bits with that. If
yeah,
you're a
oh,
novice
I've missed a
crafter.
flower. So I'm just going to go in a little bit of yellow and yellow that. So if I hold that one up, be able to see, first of all, that's coloured beautifully.
It's
But
gorgeous.
look
Oh, my word, look at that.
At the shine
Oh, that's
on
gorgeous.
that. Okay, and it's white card, plain normal white jelly bean, 250 GSM.
Yeah.
White card I bought from here. But the sheen that you've got on that
Beautiful.
and all those different colours.
I love it. Now, would you have bought that card as a happy hour deal? I know you like shopping for your happy hours with Jelly Bean.
I did, yes. You
Well,
did. You know me too well,
I've got a
Hayley.
question about our happy hour deal, and this is a brilliant deal. Now, with regards to this one, it's $9.99. With regards to this one, you're going to get the stamp alongside the die as well. So with these, when you're actually working with them, now I held up a card earlier on, and I think I said that it partially cut out, but I'm looking again now. Have they been popped back in?
Yes, they cut
I
out
did, right.
completely.
Okay.
So you will get all seven, is it?
Oh yes, you can
So
see.
we'll
Yeah.
cut out 1, 2,
Yeah,
3,
there's
4,
no-
5, 6,
yeah.
7 detailed stamped butterflies, or just use the die on its own. You'll get 7 butterflies that cut out completely. They don't cut in.
And they'd be
It
stamped
cuts out.
already, wouldn't
They'd
they?
be
Because
stamped
you,
already, or
yeah.
just use it
Use it
plain.
plain, yeah. Perfect. So yes, thank you for the question. Yeah, that's my bag. When I held that up, I thought they were actually attached to the vellum that's there, but they're not. They're separate. If you want to put them back in place, then obviously you can glue them in place. If you like the look of this one, let's face it, who wouldn't? Half the stock has gone of it. What a phenomenal deal. $9.99, and of course, as you know, it will work alongside each other. So you could use that as a background, beautiful background just as it is. Might be that you're cutting this out of different cardstock and using the two together, or maybe you're going to be stamping and die cutting, because the die will cut out to perfection those stamped butterflies that you've got in there. But that price is only good until 7 o'clock, so you've only got a little over half an hour to take advantage. It will go up to $21.99. That is a huge hike, but if the stock sells out before we get to the top of the hour, then we have to say goodbye to it. So yeah, thank you for that question. John, we're going to come back to you if that's okay.
So I said, so we've done a folder. And I will show you in a minute on black as well, to show how it works. I'll show you on resin, but the difference is, and this is the amazing thing about Mica Magic, and if you've never seen this on a show before, we didn't do this before, we couldn't do this before. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to take the Mica Magic and I'm just literally putting it into a mould. This is a Zuri silicone mould that I've purchased on the craft store.
You're one of our best customers, John.
I know, oh, honest, don't. Honestly, don't. It was hilarious. When we got back from New Year, we had so much. Thank gosh we're Freedom members. But if you notice, I'm using my finger. I don't know if you can see in here. I'm not cleaning my finger as I go between colours at all.
Yeah,
I don't have
dipping
to,
into the different.
because they don't contaminate. So that's put a layer on top, okay? You couldn't do that with mica powders. What you then do is you dust in to the detail with a brush. But can you see when I use a brush on it, you see how it turns to a powder?
Yes, yeah.
But it still has the binder in it. So when you put normal mica powder, usually, into a mould, and you pour the resin in, it starts to float, doesn't it?
Yes, yeah, that's right.
This doesn't, this stays where it is. So what we're going to do is, this is one I've just done, okay?
I love that tone that you've got there, that gorgeous kind of, it's almost like a flesh tone. That
Let's add a little bit of white in. Obviously, it's whatever's on the bottom will work. You make sure you come over the mould. This is one that Sam did at 4:15 today. Okay, but it's great when people do this and go, and here's one I made earlier. No, we're not going to do that.
Right.
We bought the fast working resin from here that Eunice had.
Oh yes, Eunice, I was working with Eunice
thanks
yesterday.
Eunice, because we emailed in to say I'd got it, and then she told us that I'd bought Sam one of his Christmas presents live on air, so thanks for that, Eunice.
Oh no!
And sat there and went, oh, you did buy me that for Christmas then? That's what that is there.
Oops.
Sam's at the side. I'm going to pass this over to him.
Oh, right.
He's going to pour it now.
Okay.
So that by the end of the show, we can bring that back. When it starts to stabilise, I'll bring it back and show it you.
Brilliant.
And I will show you, we'll unmould it on the show so you can see how well it's worked.
I love that idea.
But if you've already done, this is the same resin, this is a white resin.
Okay.
Okay, now, I mistakenly put a little bit on earlier, and I went and ran and grabbed from Bernie, our amazing floor manager, some cleaning spray and a cloth, and I couldn't get it off.
Oh, right,
But let's say that I want to, here we go, I want to colour this resin piece.
So this is the same resin, you've turned the piece out, you've decided now you want to add the colour.
This is a plain white resin.
Okay, yeah.
So this is what you would get with clay, with paper clay.
Yeah.
The same look with any of those sort of things, with your jessamite. It works on that, which is what I'd got Sam for Christmas. But you can see here, okay, if I want to go into detail, I get my dauber. Can you see already?
Oh, the little tiny detail coming out.
How I'm going in. So let's say on this side I want that a bit coppery red.
Yeah.
Let's go in here. How it's bringing out and going into all... You couldn't do that with gilding wax.
No, no.
But I can build it up, I can make it look old.
I don't even know if some of these colours would be available as gilding wax.
I don't think there were, not 30 of them.
Yeah, there's a lot of colours.
And I wouldn't buy them, and certainly not white. Let's tone that down a bit. Well, I'll put some white on, look.
Beautiful.
Tone that colour down. Let's make it look verdigris. I'll add a bit of green. So now onto my finger, because now I can really start to lift it off and put the extra on. This bit here, let's have that all raised in gold. So you can see then, give it a spray, there we go. Hold that one up. But if you can see.
That looks amazing. Look
but
at
you've
that
got
shimmer.
none of, look how smooth that is.
Yeah.
How often do you use certain products? I mean, I don't want to keep whinging on about anything. Everything's different and got its place. But how do you use it? And you've got that blobby look.
Yeah.
That's fixed and done.
It's a quality look, that's what that is,
yeah, it is. So I can go straight, so I could put that then to match onto my piece. And there we go, done.
Perfect.
But
Oh,
it ties in,
it.
but when only when I turn it over do I know, oh, it was white.
Yes.
It was a white effective piece of, and that's plastic.
Yeah.
That's what resin is in its own way, it's plastic.
Amazing, absolutely amazing. Now, I've got loads of finished samples which I'll go through in a few moments, but I need to reiterate just how popular this one-day special has been. So many of you placing your orders for this one. Now, we've stepped away from John. We'll be back with him in a few moments to do more demonstrations. But if you're thinking about getting hold of this one, please do not leave it too long. over a third of the stock has gone of the one-day special. Now, of course, with the one-day special, you'd normally be paying £14.99 for each one of these pallets. That's where that price of £29.98 comes from. I'm saying this quickly because I want to get onto the big bundle. You're saving £3 with this one, so it's £1.50 on each one of those. So it's bringing the price down to £13.49, which is brilliant. Fabulous saving. But if you're going for the bundle, which includes your new set of doorbells, which you will need because you want to have a dedicated set for them, you are going to get 40 of these, and it comes to £42.47. So the saving from £3 is added to the £4.50, giving you an overall saving of £7.50. That's right, isn't it? It is. But when you consider those doorbells, you'd normally be paying £19.99 for them. If you were to take them off that bundle price, it means that the pallets themselves, you're only paying £11.24, which is a considerable difference from £14.99, I'm sure you'll agree. But the bundle with the doorbells is the most popular way for you to get hold of those new colours, and 40% of that bundle has gone. So we're busy for the one-day special, but we're even busier with regards to the larger bundle. It's a brilliant bundle, and if you're adding the bundle into your basket, do consider some of the other things that we've got, because of course if your basket gets to £60, then you can spread the cost over 2 payments. One of the things that you might want to consider adding in is your happy hour deal. So your happy hour deal is made up of a stamp plate, which is a brilliant background as it is, but it also comes with a die. Now the die itself will cut out your butterflies. Now these could be butterflies that you're cutting out of your regular cardstock, your mirror card, your vellum, whatever you so choose. But if you can team it up with stamped out card, then that die will work perfectly with those stamps there, meaning you can cut out your stamped images and you still have your backdrop as well. But nearly 2/3 of the stock of this one has gone. I can't see this lasting through to the top of the hour when it's going to go up in price, and it will go up to £21.99. This is one that I would be multi-buying, because this is a brilliant one to give as a gift to a crafter as well. So not only keep one for yourself, but please get more than one, because if you're thinking of giving it as a gift and that's why you're ordering, you won't want to part with it when it arrives. So yeah, add more into your basket.
You have got the last of the stock of this.
Oh really?
Yes.
Okay.
So
right.
this is more. If this goes on this hour,
yeah,
it won't be back. As far as I'm aware, and this is from the since the stock count.
Yes.
You have got the last of the stock.
Fair enough. So there you go, another reason for you to get involved. But I promised you looking at some of those finished samples as well. Very mindful of the time. We are going to head back to John in a few moments. But I think the thing is how many different ways you can work with this. I mean, look at this with your resin. This is phenomenal. This is a game changer. You might not be a card maker. You might be into your mixed media and your resin and getting all of those effects. Well, this gives you the ability to change the way that you work with your resin, to give you the ability to change, well, pretty much any moulding that you've got. It might be little plaster mouldings that you're buying in packs. It might be home furnishings. Maybe you're buying kind of those, you know, like the wooden trims that have got all that gorgeous detail on. You could change all of these using those fabulous Mica Magics on black cardstock. Look at the results that you can get multi-layering these. That's the beauty of this. Three-dimensional folders give you so much depth that why don't you enhance it using those gorgeous Mica Magics to give you those incredible results. If you're into your mixed media, making your gifts, look at this again, adding that detail. Obviously you've got things like your copper tones, your silver tones, you've got your bronze tones in there as well, which give you that illusion of metal when you're working with these pieces, but it gives you such a brilliant result time and time again. Now a lot of what we've been looking at have been the darker finish, but you can use it with your lighter cardstock as well. My goodness, did you see the sheen on that then? It's almost like you're making your own pearlescent card with this one. So I don't think I've ever come across a pearlescent card that's almost got that rainbow of colours on there. No. Absolutely amazing.
And if you look at that, that's been stamped and heat embossed over the top.
Oh, it has as well, yes.
So that is stamped and heat embossed over the top of the Mica Magic. So if you can use some of your gilding polishes and gilding waxes to make your own pearlised card like that, can you then stamp clearly a detailed sentiment, add embossing powder without it sticking anywhere, because look, there's no non-static on there.
That's right,
and then take the sort of heat we throw on that. To me, that shows exactly why Mica Magic is so much better than just an ink or a gilding wax or a polish or a spray.
Absolutely
it's
amazing.
Such a magic, and why we called it magic.
Well, it needs that word, doesn't it? It needs magic in the title there. Absolutely amazing results time and time again that you know that you can depend on, whether you're wanting to get that illusion with things like your gears, the cogs. Don't forget we've got that fabulous time-themed embossing folder as well that you can use alongside this. I think that will have been used here, as you can see. What a fabulous result with it. Absolutely beautiful. Now, very, very busy. The bundle that we've got with the Adorbers, the details are on your screen. This one, over 40% of the stock has gone. This is the launch hour. This is a bundle that's designed to run right the way through until 6 o'clock tonight. Those pallets, you'd normally be paying £14.99, but £11.24. That's the equivalent price that you are paying within this bundle, because £19.99 is what you would be paying for those Adorbers. Now, we're also busy for the one-day special as well. 40% of that one has gone, and of course with this one you are just you are getting just the 30 colours. Just the pallets that you can see that you'd normally be paying £14.99 for. So everybody is saving, whether you go for the bundle, whether you just go for these as they are. It's just up to you, personal choice. But don't forget John's advice to get a separate set of Adorbers via the bundle. Don't add the one-day special in and then go shopping for your Adorbers. Go for the bundle that we've got on the screen, the bottom of your screen, because that's where you're going to get that biggest saving as well. So yeah, we're very, very busy. John, what did you want to show us next?
I'm show you very quickly. I'm going to do a couple of pieces. So I showed you earlier the pastels on black white.
You did, yeah.
How we get that effect? You can get that effect with ink. We know that. What I'm going to show you now is this is exactly the same folder embossed in black. So look at the pink.
It looks pink. A beautiful pink.
Hang on, that's pink, but that's pink on black. That doesn't happen.
Actually, when you think about it,
it doesn't. That pink doesn't you don't get pink on black, not with an ink, certainly not. But again, we used earlier, and this is one of the reasons why I like to have the extra Adorbers. Okay. Is because this is the one that I kept using earlier that started pink and then with different colours. Yes. They start to go a bit browny colour. Yeah. So if you can do it, have one for each colour. Yes. You'll still have 10 spare. Yeah. Because there's 40 in there, but it means that you're not messing about. So look, this is the purple. So that's the lilac on black, but look, it's lilac.
Doesn't it? That shows how strong those pigments are in these.
The thing is as well, people would go, right, well, that's the pigment. This is the blue. I love this one. But look at the blue.
Gorgeous.
I mean, look at that.
Oh, it's such a gorgeous, almost like a violet tone there.
Yeah, it's stunning. I mean, this teal colour, everyone goes, it's because of the strength of the pigment. It's not. It's a very strong pigment. It's because it's the combination of the pigment and the mica. Right. When you're using black, black will always show through when we soak it. It only shows a colour like that teal colour there. You see how intense that teal is. There we go. Oh, that's one
gorgeous,
white, right? Because you've effectively got a layer of mica, which is blocking the black, right? And then you've got your pigment layered on top in the binder. And as I say a binder, because watch.
See, that's the other thing, yeah.
You're getting a little bit. I should be covered. If that was gilding wax, I'd be covered. Yeah,
and it'd be smeared everywhere.
Yeah, and all you do is if you put a big thick layer on, and you want, say I want this flower really, really intense, so I can keep layering it on. I'll go, oh, that's a bit. Still, remember, you don't have to, but I'm going to keep trying to change them. Still got my yellow. Yeah. Still got my yellow centre, but look, you see how it's a little bit on the outside? Yeah. Just take my finger and I can just blend that in. So it's just where I want it, but if that's really intense and I want to make sure that doesn't rub off, you give it a spray with the cheapest hairspray
like we used to with pastels,
you can buy. Yeah. So you go to the 99p plus a penny shop and you buy 2 cans. Yeah. So you don't get any of that silly Nettel or silver, whatever. Because you don't want lacquer, you want cheap lacquer, old-fashioned, like your granny used to use when she had a shampoo and set. And a light spray will just fix it, but none of the samples we have out have been fixed. Oh, wow. So and
I'm not getting anything on my hands or anything when I'm looking at these.
But the other thing that I think is so amazing with this is wood. This is MDF. Okay, yeah. This has been routed, so I presume this will be a Stamps Away one. Right. Because I know Ali's stuff, and I know we bought a lot off you from Ali's shows. Sorry. But if I want to put colour onto this with ink, or with paint, or with wax sometimes, I have to gesso it, don't I?
That's true, yeah, because the colour can come through and it causes all sorts of issues.
No, I don't.
Oh my goodness.
So let's go blue. Okay, let's have a little bit of the teal. But look how they blend along the edge.
Oh, wow.
This is straight onto wood. Literally. You can see.
That looks amazing.
So just take some more. Blend it through. I think we need to go with a little bit more of this tealy colour.
It's gorgeous.
There we
do
go.
like that one, yeah.
So we're trying to make, I'm going to go a little bit more. I'm going to go
John,
a little bit
just
of
as you're doing
violet.
that, can I very quickly jump in? I'm sorry but I need to. The happy hour deal, not only are we running out of time, it's now limited in stock. So sorry, I meant to jump in a little earlier, but I was watching the demonstration alongside you, you guys. Don't forget, if there's any stock left when we get to the top of the hour, it's going to go up by £12. That saving is bigger than what you are spending with this one, but it's not going to last the full hour. It's a better than half price deal with this one. And don't forget, every hour we're going to be bringing you a different happy hour, but for this hour, I say hour, it could end up being 50 minutes with regards to this one. It could go at any time. So if you're looking at getting hold of it, it's limited stock now. Please make sure you're getting your order checked out before we get to the end of the show, because we're going to be incredibly busy in those 3 minutes between the shows. Lots of you are going to be placing your orders, not just for the happy hour deal, if there is any left, but of course the one-day special and that bundle that we've been chatting about. So be quick with regards to this one. If you're wanting that happy hour deal, 649083. When we're back at 8 o'clock, we're going to have another happy hour deal for you, so make sure you tune in to get and take advantage of that one as well. How are you getting on over there,
Right,
John?
Okay, so just put on a little bit of green. I'm going to add a few more flecks of blue through, just for the sky. See how I can now get effects?
Gorgeous.
All those colours.
Beautiful.
Okay,
Gorgeous colour.
So we've got the colour, look. There's the shine.
Oh, wow.
Let's hold it up. There you go. Look at the shine.
My goodness.
Straight onto MDF. Yeah. Straight onto MDF. Yeah.
Beautiful.
But maybe we could do that with the gilding wax or the polish.
Yeah.
But can we stamp over the top of that?
You're not stamping on top of that
Yeah.
as well.
This is neutral.
Okay, neutral.
Okay. So this is a neutral product.
Okay.
It doesn't react. It only seems to the only reaction I've ever had is a dauber that's soaked in ink with Mica Magic, and after about a few days it starts to pop. Yeah. So, but this is, if I did want to stamp over something shiny, what do I use?
You've got to use, you use Stays On.
You stays on?
Yeah.
No, I'm using Versafine Onyx Black.
No.
Yeah, okay. So let's just stamp a little meadow onto the bottom. There you go.
Oh my goodness. That is brilliant. We're getting right in there to look at that, so we would know if that hadn't
You would know
stamped
if
properly.
that was wrong. Well, what I'm going to do now is I'm just
that's
going to actually
gorgeous.
cut this little butterfly out of this stamp. I'm a terror for doing this.
What are you doing?
Because, well, I want to use it, don't I, separately?
Okay.
But I want to show you now, look. It's okay, let's go.
Oh my goodness. Oh wow.
So that's black Versafine straight onto it.
That's
And of course, I've got colours there, haven't I? So, I mean,
that is incredible.
And that will
for that reason,
dry.
I mean, and
Just
that could be
waiting.
onto
Yeah,
you.
oh, that's dry now. And
That
fixed.
could be just onto your cardstock if you wanted to be as if you wanted just as a card base, then wow.
Yeah, exactly. But should we put some clouds on there?
Some clouds.
Well, should we put some white on and put some clouds on?
Okay.
Because you can do that with an ink, can't you, or with a wax or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course you can put white over the copper colours. Yeah.
Oh, look at this. Oh, that's beautiful.
Let's have some clouds. And clouds sometimes, usually, they've got like a silver lining.
Okay.
So I'm going to go for this tawny coloured
I like
silver.
that colour. Yeah, it's
Love
like a
that.
minky
Like I
colour.
said, this is why it took Sam and I so long. Our kitchen table was full.
Yes, the
Cut up,
different
and the number
colours.
of sheets until we got to that one was crazy. And I love this tawny silver, but look. Let's add a little bit of tawny
My goodness, this
colour
is
to
amazing.
the top of those clouds. Quick blow. I hold this one up, you can see there.
That is
So
fabulous.
from scratch, in no time,
Wow. That
but
is
we've got
beautiful.
the clouds with their silver lining, we've got the butterflies. If I wanted to, I'm going to go one more thing on this.
Okay.
Shall I put some sun in?
Right, okay.
So let's have the sun, shall we?
Yeah.
So let's have the sun, and the sun's shining there, isn't it?
Yeah.
So there's my sun.
And you just soften it,
Okay,
lovely.
just soften my sun a little bit, okay? And let's have
Oh, wow.
some sunlight coming out from that.
My goodness.
We'll just offset him. I think he's a little bit light, so I'm just going to soften the white edge. And there we go. I'll hold this one up, but there you've got.
Wow. And it's lovely because it's
Now,
kind of
I've
giving
no
it that
skill.
haziness.
Yeah. But doesn't that, and that is literally on
that.
a piece of plain MDF.
Straight onto your MDF.
So you can go straight on.
Not sealed, no gesso,
Nothing.
not primed, straight in with those fabulous colours.
just
And you've got
quickly,
that
before we
purity of
get
colour as
ready,
well.
So these are the pieces we did
Oh,
earlier.
yes, of course, yeah.
So if you can see now, this is what I wanted to show you before I demould them. Cut the white.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if I'd put not a lot of powder in, I put a lot of Mica Magic in.
Yes.
That would be clouded through there, wouldn't
Yes,
it?
that's right, yeah.
So it's not. So this is the one Sam did earlier.
So this is at the top of the hour. So if you are just joining us, you'll be able to see how John laid down. Oh my goodness!
So
wow.
that's the one Sam did earlier. But you can't look; it stayed everywhere. This is the one I did. So this is genuinely the first time I've done one.
Right.
Which is why Sam's been with me.
Yes, yeah.
Because it's the first time I've done one. So I'll hold it up to the camera first before I look.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, I love that.
That is good.
But that's with, and the thing is, that
is
the
what it was
colour,
originally, yeah.
non-leaked through. But that now is, it's fixed.
Yeah, it's not going
We've
anywhere.
taken baby wipes and tried to scrub it off, and
Well,
we
you can
can't
kind
get
of see
it
how
off.
clean the mould is, actually, because
Well,
there's
look.
none left in there.
He's not cleaned it.
And there was
And
a lot in there.
yeah,
Oh, he's got
so
a bit of spare.
It's got a bit of spare, so we're not going to waste it. Not when it's the
Oh,
quick
gosh,
release
no. Yeah.
resin, no, because it'd be dry in the pot. But the thing is, if I said now, this one's very intricate.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is, let me find my gold colours.
Okay.
You do your recap, and I'll
No
come back
problem.
and I'll actually do some highlights.
Not a problem at all. So, yeah, one day special, over 40% of the stock has gone. That's where you're getting your 2 pallets. You're going to get all of those gorgeous colours. 30 colours, 15 in each of those pallets. You'd usually be paying $14.99 for these. Phenomenal price, worth every single penny of that $14.99 and more. But you've got your one day special, so you've got a £3 saving. So you're saving £1.50 on each one of those, which brings that price down to £13.49. Even better price, I know. It's a one day special though. We want something special. We want something better. We want a better saving. Well, that's what we've got with your bundle, where you're getting your daubers included. And this is because, as John has said, it's a good idea to have a separate set of gorgeous daubers, as you can see there, to work with those fabulous colours. But the daubers you'd normally pay £19.99 for. So if we take those off the price of the bundle, and of course £11.24 it works out. I can't believe I'm actually saying that to you. Rather than £14.99. Phenomenal saving, and you are saving that on each one of those pallets, bear in mind. So that's why we are so busy. That's why so many of you are taking advantage of this, and that's why so many of you are going more so for the budget that we're looking at the moment. So if you're going for the bundle that we've got here, £42.47, this is your bundle with the daubers. You will need a new set of daubers. Please don't go for the one day special and then spend another £19.99 on your daubers. Go for the bundle that we've got on your screen, and you've got everything with that saving on there as well. 628333 being the item number with regards to these ones, if you're wanting to get hold of them. Now, don't forget, the top of the hour, I did tell you about your happy hour deal. £9.99 is your price for this one. Now, this one is something that's going to go up in price not too long either, actually, when you look at this one. It's down to single figures now, so it is going to sell out. You need to be quick with this one. You're potentially going to miss out on the most amazing deal. It's a beautiful stamp, fabulous as a background. You're going to use this one over and over. It'll become a firm favourite. But then the die alongside it gives you the ability to either cut out the stamped butterflies that you've got, or maybe cut out your own butterflies if you're wanting something that's just kind of got that a pretty paper or something like that. But you need to be quick. Single figures means that not everybody that's going to be able to, well, the phones and the website, not everybody's going to get hold of this one the way it's going. So 649083. Don't leave it too long. Now, lots of other fabulous deals for you to take advantage of, but we've got questions now. Lou Sims, hello Lou. Is that the famous Lou Sims? That's TV star Lou Sims. What's Lou want to know then? Oh, she wants to know about watercolours. Can she watercolour with these?
You can. Hello, TV's Lou Sims. You can, but what I would suggest is that something Sam said to me was, if you're going to be doing a lot of moulds, he said, get 2 sets.
Right.
And I said, I'm not telling people that.
Okay.
But he said, get 2 sets, because one, you're going to go in with a brush and you're going to use it on that.
Yes.
The other one with the daubers and your fingers.
Yes.
If you want to watercolour, I would say you do need to get 2 sets.
Right.
You can use a water brush or water into it.
You're getting moisture into it, aren't you?
Yeah. Once you've got the moisture into it, it soaks in and it solidifies it.
Right.
So you won't get anything extra back out. So when I've done it, I've used it in a little area, but that area has always annoyed me because I never pick anything up.
Right.
So if you're going to do it as that, or what you can do is take some out, put it down.
Mix it as you need
and mix
it.
it as you need it, because what Art Angel's been doing is on that green box in front of you.
Yes.
She, with one of hers, she's taken it, broken bits out of it and crushed it into gel medium.
Oh, I see.
So all of the gold on that, on the back and the sides.
Wow, all of
actually,
this.
all of that is the gold from it crushed into gel medium.
I see. That. Yeah, so you don't want to get them wet. That's the key thing with these, right?
If you do get them wet, then you won't be able to use it for anything else from that section.
Okay.
So if you're going to want to use it as watercolours, Lou, use it as just that. Get a second set.
Yeah. Or take a bit of the powder
that you would
off.
use.
Right. That
you're going to use for your resin and for your watercolouring.
Yeah. Good advice there. Thank you, John. Good question as well, Lou. Thank you, because I hadn't even thought of asking that one. So always good to know and get those questions.
Can I really quickly show this?
Of course you can.
Okay. So I did say I'd show it in this hour, so really quickly. This is the happy hour stamp.
Okay.
All I've done is stamp this onto vellum with clear embossing ink.
Okay.
Standard clear embossing ink, yeah? And all you do is rub over. Literally, that's it.
But usually you have to be so careful.
What you do is, you must let it dry. Half an hour or so. Just through like that. Yeah. But you can you see there, if I hold this one up?
Gorgeous, that colour.
But look, it's on vellum.
Now, I would like to be able to give you the
behind.
details for that stamp, but you can see on the screen that it's gone, well, further than limited stock, it's sold out now. So thank you to everybody that took advantage. If you are fortunate and you've got it in your basket now, you still have the opportunity, but in the next 3 minutes, the price will go up. So you need to be quick. So if you're on the phone lines, potentially you've missed out on this one. I can only apologise. But the thing with the happy hour is you have to get involved as soon as you can. That's why if you want to come back and join us at 8 o'clock, right at the top of the hour, we will have another happy hour deal for you. So that's the best time to get involved. But the 1 day special, just to let you know with that one, it is flying out. With the daubers, half of the stock has gone now. Now, obviously, between the shows, lots of you will be placing your orders for this as well. John, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Pleasure as always.
No, it's been my pleasure having you.